Hi, Digidino here. I will explain the sample quickly here on the movement with the walk run on it, with a double tap to run. So let me show you first. So I can move in normal speed, and when I double tap, it goes faster. Okay. Let me show you first. So I have my two variables here for walk speed and run speed. But that's on the other FSM, I think. Yeah, I think so, yeah. So I have actually two FSMs for this, and let me just apply this. Yeah. Okay. So on the movement, I have this get axis vector, and I'm getting horizontal and vertical, and I have the multiplier on 1 because I'm going to do this multiplier after the normalize, but you can also do this in here. Then I'm storing my movement here, and I have this normalize, and the normalize is to normalize the diagonal speeds. As if I don't have this, the diagonal, if let's say I go forward 1 and left 1, then if I would go diagonal, it also is 1 and 1, and this makes actually a total speed or about 1.5 something. So you would run faster, and the normalizer that will look for the right speed that you will be on the same speed actually. So I'll show you here. So now you can see the speed is like this, and if I have normalize off, I think I need to restart this. And play. Yeah, as you can see, that goes way faster now. And that's the reason I have the normalize. So that should be on. Then I'm multiplying this speed, so if I want to go faster, I do this here faster, and then I have my set velocity, and that's gonna set this movement. So that's just to move my player, and I'm moving not the cube, but I'm moving the parent here. So this is an empty parent, and there I put in my character. So the movement is not the character itself, but the parent, and then I can do some animations on this. So for that you can use the animator, and then use also the vector. So then you can set this to get this value, and then inside the animator you can set this up. So if the value would be between, or let's say higher than 0, then it would start to move the walk animation, and if it's higher than, let's say 3, then it would be starting the running animations, and if it goes back to lower, then back to walk and idle. So, but for that you can find many other tutorials. So that's for the movement. Then for the buttons. So setting, that's the key value. So actually the key value can be set to inspector. No, we don't really need this because I have let me check first. It's just to empty this, sorry. So just a safety that the key that was pressed isn't staying in here. Sorry, I forgot myself what I did there. So that is needed just to make this empty. And so I have my set FSM float, and I am setting this float on this movement. So that's just for this multiplier. And let me see. So I'm setting the walk speed there. So my walk speed is 2. And then I have some get key downs here, but I recently made also already an action for the axes, so you can use the axis event here, but I will give a link to that other tutorial I made for those, so you could use then the axes instead of these keys, but for now you can use the keys. So get down is W, or let me see, no, W is up and also up arrow, and then I have S for down and the down arrow, sorry. So you can use the arrow keys or you can use the WASD, and then when a key is pressed, just have this weight. You can adjust this, and that's just for the weight until my key should be double pressed. So the higher this time, the more time the player has to do this double click or double push on their keyboard. And so this is adjustable for you, but you can't go lower than 0.05 because it almost won't register the double click then. So I think 0.2 is a nice timing for this. And so if it takes longer than 0.2, then you get the finish event, and then it's holding the key and it's didn't press again. So then it goes back here to the single press, and then it will just wait until that key is released. Then if I press again within the certain time, then I have this key up. So when I release actually the key, and actually I need only this key up from string. This is for this first way, which I had only a space, so that one you can ignore. So I have my get key up here, and the key value is the key I've pressed here. And that's why I use these from strings actually, and I'm storing also this key value. And so when I released, then I will be waiting here if I press again, and I have this weight a little bit high here, so also 0.2 would be enough. Or maybe even 0.1 can be good. You just have to try yourself and see what's best for you. And then I have again this get key down from string, and that should be that key value, so the same key value which I have pressed here. So then after I have this double pressed, then I have my set FSM float here, and I'm gonna set this run speed multiplier to 5, and then I will be waiting if that key would be released, and then I would go back. If everything was released, it goes back here, and it sets the string value here again to null or empty. And then I will be waiting again. Oh yeah, it sets also again this back to walk speed, and I will wait again for the next button to be pressed. And that's it actually. To do this with the axis, I will try this weekend maybe to set that up also in the similar way here, because there might be some differences. So, but for now, I hope you understand how this works, and thanks for watching. Bye bye.